Hi guys, I am live. I'm doing my hair real quick here. Okay, here's. So I did karaoke last night. I think it went really well. I really liked it. I only did 2 songs because it was getting cold and dark and late and everything. I did Rush Free Will for my first song, and then I did Queen Save Me, one of my favorite songs to sing karaoke to. And I dedicated it to this girl I just met that just started working at the Champion named Allie. I really like her. So I asked her first if it was okay if I dedicated it to her, and then I also asked her if it was okay if I said this is for Allie before I did it. I don't presume on things. I don't just say, well, I'm doing this. She said sure. So I said this is for Allie. I did Save Me by Queen, and she was rooting for me. I didn't hear who it was when I was singing because I sing with my eyes closed. I don't even watch the words. I don't even look out in the audience when I sing karaoke. But I knew someone was saying Jimmie, but she said afterward it was her. She asked if I knew that if I knew that she was doing that. I said yeah, but I didn't really know it was her. But I knew who somebody was, and now I know that was her. Someone was rooting for me, saying Jimmie. I thought that was really cool, you know. So anyway, I'm just gonna play my guitar and talk a little. I don't really plan what I'm gonna say, or definitely not what I'm gonna play or say. That's a rhyme. But I just kind of go with the flow, and I usually do half an hour out here because that's what I feel like it helps get me process my thoughts for the day, and then it also gets me a routine. I like routine for some reason. I like to know I'm doing the right thing sometimes, and sometimes if I just do the same thing, I know maybe it's the right thing. LOL. But it feels like I'm doing something good if I'm regular with what I do. If it makes me feel like I'm secure or safe or something like that. And I can't get this comb in this pocket. My shorts are really small, and it's hard to get a comb inside them. Okay. So anyway, I'm a transparent person. I just am. So I'm going to be transparent about something. I did a video that wasn't directed at anything wrong I did. It was not a confession of a crime. In fact, I didn't even read the comments. It was something I said in reaction to people that drive by me and hate me. And I just said something in general. It wasn't confession of any particular thing. It was just it's saying that I'm wild too, guys. If you want to talk about wild, I can go there too, and I can be mean and all that. And I put it on there just as a reaction to some people driving by and screeching their tires and being really loud and hating me and threatening me and whatever. And I did, but then in the end of the day, I realized I didn't really want that on my channel. It's not who I really want to be or who I am, really. And I deleted it. And some dude from Alaska police or something emailed me threatening me, saying, if I don't, first of all, he said my video was a crime. Well, first of all, it is not. I didn't threaten anyone. I admit doing anything because I haven't done anything. And nor did I specify anything because I didn't do anything. And he threatened me, basically saying, he emailed me from Alaska police or something. If I don't play and sing Happy Trails by Van Halen this morning, he's gonna not help me get through this. And I'm like saying, you know what? I didn't. And then he said he noted my look of terror when I read the comments. I didn't even read the comments. I didn't even care. I didn't want to go there. I deleted it without even having to. So his assertion or assumption that I read the comments and was terrified, it can't be true because I didn't read the comments. I didn't even know, and I could take a lie detector test and pass that. I don't even know what was said. I just deleted it on my own volition because I didn't want it on my channel, okay? So he threatens me saying if I don't play Happy Trails and sing it today, he's going to not help me get through this. And screw him, okay? Because I didn't do anything. If he wants to bring it on, go ahead. But I'm transparent with you guys, telling you this. I'm not hiding anything. I could play Happy Trails. I could have learned it last night, and I didn't, okay? I play Happy Trails just because I want to. Because some threat is going to go away. That's not me, okay? Plus, but I really had put that on there if I had anything really behind that. If I had done, just figure it out. I wouldn't put that on there. If I had something, to lose from doing that. I was just being transparent then too, but I realized that that's not the person I want to be. I don't want to try to go toe-to-toe with haters, because I can, but I don't want to. So I deleted the video on my own will, because it's not what I want my channel to be about. Why have I such a hard time tuning this guitar in the morning? Anyway, I want to go on and talk about a little bit more about, what do I want to talk about? I do want to talk about something about in the line of shirtless guy's image. I do want to talk about that for a second. My dad had really wise and smart friends. You wouldn't believe it. I mean, he had Navy SEAL friends for one thing. He had Illuminati friends for another thing. And then he had friends he just made in life before he was Illuminati that he just kept. He didn't get rid of his friends when he became Illuminati. He had friends that were just, you know, that he knew before. And one of them was really cool. And he said something to me. He said something to my dad, but I overheard it. But I would be listening anyway. My dad's friends said more to me about life than my dad did. My dad's friends would come over and give me things to think about for the rest of my life. My dad would just sit there. He didn't tell me, but one of my friends' dad's friends, his name was Ron Rooney. Okay, I'll tell you, Ron Rooney, with like Looney but with an R instead of an L. Said, you know, James, because he might have called my dad that. I don't know, but he didn't call me that. In life, you start out wanting love and acceptance from other people, and feeling like because you feel like you need them, but then you end up they need you. You get that? And that's kind of what Shirtless Guy's going through. It's like I have so many fans and stuff. Sometimes I don't even have time to get any energy from them, but I do have time to give it. I do have time to help others with my character. And that's what it's turning into. Even the moderator will tell you that. He's starting to see that too. I can always help others. I can always give back and make the world a better place. I can't always suck all the energy I can out of all the fans I can. I don't always have time to do that. So, and then just along those lines, please accept the disclaimer that I don't even believe right now. I don't even think that the Bible is probably even true. There may not even be a God, but let's say it is, and let's say that's true. Who was the greatest person that ever walked the earth? Jesus Christ. And did Jesus Christ go around getting things from people? Did he go around saying, oh my gosh, I need love here, I need love there? He didn't do that. He gave away. He gave himself. He didn't, and I'm not saying I'm Jesus. There may not even been a Jesus. But that's the model that we have to go by. It's someone that gives themselves. Because it's not about, when you reach a certain level, it's not about what I can get. It's about what I can give. So I'm learning that as I go, And I like the line in Rockin' Into the Night by 38 Special. They're not one of my favorite bands, but they're rock and roll, so what can you say? And the line goes something like, find a sweet daughter, ooh, with a Bible in her hands, waiting, anticipating for someone to sell their soul. Well, I ain't no new Messiah, but I'm close enough for rock and roll. And we were rocking into the night, rocking into the night. I love that line. I ain't no new Messiah. Well, let me go the whole thing. Waiting, anticipating for someone to sell their soul. Well, I ain't no new Messiah, but I'm close enough for rock and roll. And we were rocking into the night, rocking into the night. I love that. I'm not saying I'm some new Messiah, but it's rock and roll. So how bad can I be? Okay, enough of that. Notice I tune this guitar really well. If it's not in tune completely, I'm not satisfied. I don't just keep playing. I want it to be in tune. So I did some Peter Gabriel like I said I would. I said to you guys that I would give you a lesson on the on big time music theory of big time by Peter Gabriel. It's really intense, and I did it. I almost went to sleep instead, but I remembered that I'd said to you guys I was going to do that, and I got up and did it. So hope you enjoyed it. I got a lot out of that. This song is brilliant. That chord there. Anyway, so I'm just gonna play a little here, okay? Oh, and I did Star Spangled Banner, and I did Beethoven's Ninth Symphony, Ode to Joy, live yesterday, and I really enjoyed that. I wasn't going to do that. I had done it at Guitar Center the day before, and it worked well. And I thought that would be cool to go live and do that. It'd just be cool to go live and do those kind of things where I'm not just shredding. I'm playing homage to somebody else. I'm doing Beethoven and Jimi Hendrix Star Spangled Banner, and I thought that would be cool. So I liked it. You know. California Pop Festival where he burned his guitar, and while he was playing Like a Rolling Stone by Bob Dylan, he says, let me bore you guys, let me play my guitar for a few minutes. That was kind of cool of him to say that in one of the biggest gigs, if not the biggest gig that ever was in rock and roll, you know. I'm not saying this presumptuously, but it would have been cool to meet Jimi Hendrix just for a minute and talk to him for a second. I think that would be cool. I'm not saying he would talk to me and I'm great and that great, but it would just be cool to talk to him for a minute, you know, just to get his vibe for a second, you know. He was very down to earth, really, you know. He wasn't, you know, pretentious jerk on stage, you know. There, I'm in different modes. Not very rock and roll, I know. Now 4/4 time. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. Now 5/4 time. 1, 2, 4, 5. 1, 2, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, five. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And back to 3, 4 times. Now 4, 4 time again. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4 time again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, Now 4/4 time, finally. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Those are the main time signatures that I like to play with. 3, 4, 4, 4, and 5, 4. Just right straight. 3, 4, 5. 3, 4. Very bouncy, very skip along, you know, what do they call that? Nursery rhyme. Then 4/4, rock and roll. And then 5/4. If a guitarist can do that, then I'm happy. Because that's not just shredding and playing mindless notes. Not that notes are mindless, but that's putting rhythm to it and knowing your time signatures. Even Paul Gilbert says time signatures still confuse him. I'm not even sure he could do what I just did. Not trying to put him down. He needs a musical example. He needs to go, it goes da 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 da, and he plays it by rote, but he doesn't understand really the concept and how to do it just from making it up. It's hard to do that, but anyway, I'm not trying to brag. Almost, I got a little more time left. just having fun. It helps that I had great mentors and a great teacher growing up. I don't often quote that, but I'm saying it now. I had 3 mentors that taught me for free, and then I had a great teacher that my parents paid to teach me. So it was called Altaloma Music. We lived at the bottom of the hill, and my teacher was Tom Franks. He was the rock teacher in the group. I had a mentor named John Harrelson. He was a jazz guitar, great. And I had DJ Alverson. He used to be called David Alverson or Dave Alverson, but he goes by DJ now. And he's a great guitar player, jazz, rock, whatever. And then I had Chris Chapman, who now goes by Brian Chapman, and he's a bass player, but he's great. These people taught me, and three of those, except for the first one, didn't even get a shred of money from me. They just say, you look like you want to know, kid. Come here, let's teach you. And I got like oodles of free lessons from these people, and I remember what they said because I have that memory, and to this day it really helps me. So thanks to all you guys. John Harrison died. DJ's alive and still my mentor, but doesn't talk to me much for some reason. Chris Chapman or Brian Chapman unfriended me in real life, not just on a site, but in real life, because I was so stupid about computers. I didn't know. He said, my wife has a laptop at the time. Now I have a laptop now, but at the time my wife did. And Chris said, does your wife, she said something about, use your wife's hard drive to put the disk in and do something about it. And I said, I don't even know if my wife's computer has a hard drive. And he thought I was so stupid or up to tech or up to par or up to date about knowing what computers were. He just unfriended me because he thought I was either lying because that's so unreal that I wouldn't know if a computer had a disk drive or hard drive, or I was so stupid I wasn't worth being a friend of, and he just unfriended me in real life. And then Tom Franks, my teacher, he had macular degeneration, and now he's blind, so no one's heard from him. That's a lot of what my music is based on. It's not just that I grew up listening to Van Halen and Ozzy and had a great ear. I had great teachers too. But only for the first 2 years of high school. The first 2 years the last 2 years of high school, which is the first 2 years I played. After that, I was self-taught. So I give myself that. I've been playing 42 years, and 40 of those years are totally self-taught. No one gave me a shred of it. I didn't get any help for 40 years. But for the first 2 of those 42 years I played, I got help from these people. So I salute you guys. Now I not only know that computers have a hard drive, I own a laptop, and I'm pretty good at technology now that I've, put my mind to it for a while. But 10 years ago when this happened, I didn't know I didn't know anything about computers. Dude, what am I supposed to do? I didn't know. Honestly, I didn't. Before I go and play some blues here, I gotta go soon. Blues, maybe. I also think I don't always bring up, it even helped me musically that I went to a progressive community. I went to Harvey College. It was in Claremont, California. It helped me that was a very youth-orientated, progressive culture, almost like Berkeley, but not in Northern California. And we had a record store in town called Rhino Records. I almost have the number memorized still, but I'm not going to go on about it. And they had everything, dude. And they had musical people there that knew their craft, I ended up getting like every Alan Holdsworth record he ever put out from going to Rhino Records all those years at Harvey College, all those months at Harvey College. And my dad didn't just pay my tuition, dude. He gave me $500 a semester spending money, and that's $1,000 a year for those that aren't good at math. No, and I didn't need that money because they have a flat dining hall. You have food you can get on campus, and I didn't need that. I wasn't a big eater anyway, and I wasn't a fashion dude. So I would spend all that money on records and stuff, and he didn't care. He was just part of what he did for me. He gave me $1,000 a year to spend at Harvey Mudd however I wanted. And and I bought a bunch of records and stuff. I got the first David Lee Roth album, Eat 'Em and Smile, before I even knew Steve Vai was even on it. All I'd done is I knew Steve Vai from Flexible, because I got into Flexible in 1995, but that was a year before Eat 'Em and Smile came out. And I was at a record store, and I asked this dude right by me, and I go, this is the new David Lee Roth album. And I go to him, I go, yeah, I say, who plays guitar on there? He goes, Steve Vai. I'd seen a video. I'd never seen what Steve Vai looked like, and from Flexible I didn't know. But I'd seen a video for Yankee Rose, and I saw this wild black-haired kid that was really awesome, giving Van Halen a run for his money. But I had no idea it was a Steve Vai that I already knew. And I didn't know that it was Steve Vai until going to Rhino Records. It was on the second floor. They had 2 floors. It was really cool. You could go upstairs in record stores back then. You weren't afraid of earthquakes. I don't know. It was upstairs, and I asked some dude, like I said, who's the guitar player on here? That guy was cool. That's Steve Vai. Oh, and Steve Vai just made a mark on me from then, and that was in 1986. I was 19. I was a junior at Harvard College. Very cool. I love you guys. Peace. Welcome. Have a great rest of your day.